Hi everyone, I'm Gufran Yeşilyurt. Today I will show you an example of how you can use GitLab model registry in your MLOps pipelines. In this example, we are using logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest classifier to determine whether the user should be given a loan or not. However, we need to track the candidates for this model. Previously, we were using MLflow client, but now we can run this process on GitLab. At the end of this showcase, we are going to have a web application that utilizes machine learning to respond to the user. For this, we first need to set the environment variables. You can find the tracking URI at the model registry when click the Using Client button and create a token at your project settings. After the tracking URI and token are set, we can log with the functions of MLflow that we are already used to. You can check GitLab's MLflow client compatibility documentation to see all supported MLflow functions. Then, you need a pipeline to run this code that trains your candidates. I recommend starting pipelines from the merge request. So, as you can see here, I've added rules accordingly. At this stage, if you wish, you can create a report on the candidates you train and review it as an MR node. MR nodes here will continue to be added each time you run the pipeline. Since you may need to trigger different pipelines depending on a condition, you can consider utilizing downstream pipelines. By the way, I used GitLab Duo to generate this merge summary. You may want to check its features too. Now that the candidates are created, we can examine the model experiments page. On this page, you can see all the metrics you logged and all the information about the CI job that caused it. You can even download it as CSV if you need it later. In the next step, you can decide which model to register according to your own evaluation method, such as the accuracy you see here. You can sort by any metric, and this looks okay. After the candidate is selected, we need the run ID. You can register your candidate in the pipeline by specifying the run ID, model name, and version. In order to register the candidate you've chosen, a model and version must be created in the registry. Therefore, since these steps will be required before logging, you can create the stages here as components and use them in your different projects. Since not all MLflow functions are supported yet, you may need extra steps when registering a model. To log the artifacts of the selected candidate and the model itself, you can take the parameters and metrics in the code and train again. After registering, you can create a Docker image of your application with the model you registered as an artifact and push it to the GitLab container registry. So you can then deploy it to your environment using any method you want and make sure it's reproducible in your research and production environments. When the deployment is done, we are able to predict if the user is eligible for a loan. I hope this helps. Thank you.